Hey guys, just a quick reminder, the giveaway is still going on, so if you're interested in entering, comment down below with the hashtag NC2. You can also join the Discord channel, send me an email at nocounters.nocombos@gmail.com, or of course send me a message on my PlayStation Network ID, which I'll link in the description down below. Enjoy the video and good luck to all the entrants. What's up everybody, welcome back to No Counters, No Combos, and today we're doing another episode of our Tech Talk Tuesday. Last week we talked about Assassination Plot, and this week we're going to talk about Father-Son Galick gun. Now this card is really good. It's a 2-drop, 1 blue energy extra card that basically says you target 1 card on your opponent's side of the field and you get to return it to their hand. Now, if there's any cards that are stacked underneath that card, they go to the drop area. So this works really well for, your cell players. When they have the 7-drop cell on board, you can send that cell back to their hand. It becomes a dead card because they can't union absorb from the hand, and then all the other cards go to the drop area. It also works the same way for the Buhan. So the 7-drop Boo card that union absorbs, same thing. Union absorb cannot be done from the hand, so once you send everything to the drop area and put that card back in their hand, it's essentially a dead card. It is a 10k combo for 1 cost, but the plus effect of the battle card, like being brought out by the union absorb, is not going to go off. It's also a really good card because it's inexpensive and it removes threats. There's no restriction to the level or the cost of the card. There's no restriction to the attack. You just literally target 1 card and bounce it back to your opponent's hand. So essentially this card is really good. I don't know why more people don't use it. I guess it's because it's an extra card, or I honestly don't see the logic behind it. I mean, I myself wasn't using it in my sideboard, but I was using the 3-drop Monaka instead, which essentially does the same thing. The only difference is that Monaka sends it back to the top of their deck, so that at least you know they're dead drawing next turn. But it's 3-drop, so it's 1 more energy to play that card, and you have to. It's a battle card that specifically says that you can only play it when you have no other battle cards on board. So it kind of restricts you. This is just 2 energy, 1 blue, and 1 random energy. You play it, you remove a threat, and you continue. So I'm going to start looking at playing this card in my sideboard in best of 3s, just because it's not a destruction card. It just spins cards back to the hand. I don't really know if it affects indestructible cards, because the indestructible key skill states that the card cannot leave the battle area. So I have to look at that, but I mean, it's not being destroyed or anything, it's just being spun back to the hand, but I'm not exactly sure. I know for a fact this doesn't get over barrier. Barrier, basically you can't target, so this says choose up to 1. Choose up to 1, so yeah, you're still choosing, so there's no way you would be able to get around the barrier. But it might be able to get around indestructible. I'll have to look into that ruling and ask my my store judge. But yeah, that was this week's episode of Tech Talk Tuesday, Father-Son Galick gun. It's a good card, guys. Don't shy away from it because not a lot of people are using it. You have to be innovative in this game if you want to maintain your advantage. It's good to see that new cards are coming out with set 3. Well, that doesn't mean that we have to ignore everything that's been released in previous sets. So try it out, test it out on Octagon, on Untap, at your locals. See how it works for you. If you're looking for that removal card or that cheap, inexpensive card to get something off the board, check it out. It might benefit you, and it might help you, and you might thank me in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned next week for when we bring you another episode of Tech Talk Tuesdays. I already have an idea what we're gonna do for next week, so that should be interesting. And guys, set 3 is right around the corner, so hopefully you pre-ordered your cases or your boxes or your starter decks, your special packs, whatever the case may be. Friday, March 9th is going to be a hype day, so hopefully you guys have your product coming in, and I would love to see what it is you guys are going to be playing moving into the new set. And you can definitely expect some spicy deck profiles on this channel with the new cards coming in set 3. Thanks again so much for the support, and we'll see you guys in the next video.